Hello guys, welcome to Nail It. I am SUDARSAN and today we are back with a new lecture. It's on cathode ray oscilloscope. So what's a cathode ray oscilloscope? Let's first start with the basics. So your cathode ray oscilloscope is basically an instrument which is used to obtain the visual display of electrical signals. These days it is one of the most essential instrument used in physics and your electronics laboratory. A CRO can be used to measure the amplitude frequency of a signal voltage, as well as it can also be used to measure phase difference between two AC voltages. What are the components of your CRO? Basically, there are 7 main components. You can see in the screen that the main components of a CRO are your CRT, which is cathode ray tube, then vertical amplifier, delay line, horizontal amplifier, time based generator or sweep generator, trigger circuit, and your power supply. So, before going to the details of these components, let us first see the block diagram of CRO so you can better understand the concept. Let us go ahead with the diagram first. Let me open. So here in the screen, you can see the block diagram of the CRO. You can see here the input signal, then your vertical amplifier is there, delay line is there, heater is there, there are 2 anodes inside the CRT, there are 2 deflection plates, 2 types of deflection plates, there is a screen, fluorescent screen with aquatic coating, there is trigger circuit there, time based generator, horizontal amplifier, this kind of apparatus, this kind of components in your CRO. Let us now start with the details of each components. So let's start with CRT. So what is a CRT? The full form of CRT is cathode ray tube. It's the heart. It's called the heart of CRO. It basically consists of highly evacuated glass tube, which is narrow at one end and wider at the other end. The main points are CRT are like your electron gun, system of deflecting plates, and the other components also. You have heard about CRT before. Remember when you have heard about CRT? Your class 11th. Remember when you were reading the atomic structure chapter, you first heard about CRT. In the atomic model, in one of the atomic models. Remember that. So basically, that was the first historical use of CRT. That was CRT. So basically, we are going to read that. So what is the CRT? The electron gun or electron emitter, the deflecting system, and the fluorescent screen are 3 major components of a general purpose CRT. So the first component is the electron gun. So let us first see the structure of electron gun, guys. Here you can see I have drawn the electron gun. Here this is your power supply or supply system, you can say. This part is your supply system, and here the cathode is hot cathode. It's the control grid which you are seeing, and this is pre-accelerating electron, and that is focusing anode, guys. And in this side there are emitting electron beams. So the electron gun consists of heater, control grid, pre-accelerating and accelerating anode, and your focusing anode. So what does the heater do? The heater basically converts the electric energy in the form of heat it has a resistor which obstructs the flow of current and converts it into thermal energy. The heater hits the cathodes and the electrodes and emit the electrons. And the control grid is a nickel cylinder. It is the metallic cup which has lower permeability steel. It is about 15 millimeter long, having diameter about 15 millimeter, and the hole is about 0.25 mm. The control grid is negative biasing, to which it controls the flow of electrons. And about the free accelerating and accelerating anode, this accelerates the electron beams. These anodes are connected to high potential for accelerating the electrons, and after passing through the accelerating and pre-accelerating and accelerating anode, the electrons are passed through focusing beam. The focusing anode then produces sharp beam of electrons, and the whole system, guys, is placed inside a glass tube. You know why? Because so that the electron beam doesn't interfere, doesn't interact with air molecules, and the entire setup is inside a vacuum. So that was all about today's lecture. We covered the electron gun of the CRT, and in the next day we will be heading towards your vertical amplifier and all kinds of stuffs, the other components. So see you all. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care and keep studying. And subscribe to our channel to get all the lectures on your mobile. Study from home. Stay safe. Take care. Like, comment, subscribe.